Hey, Lori, there are more of us than there are of them. And I wanted to show you something. My phone is so full that I couldn't actually record anything, and it just kept popping up, live, go live. And I was like, oh, Jesus. That's my big... You can give me a microphone and hand me to any stage anywhere in the world. It'll be great. But live, I'm like, what? Would you... Listen, here, I'm going to show you something that I do. I take my shoes off everywhere I am, like everywhere. I take my shoes off. And I find places like this, and I go for walks. And that is when I do my best meditation and my best, like, downloads. And the most incredible stuff happens. Like, incredible. Like, just the stuff with animals is like chef's kiss. And stuff with traveling all over the world. Oh, my gosh. So I was going to tell you some stories. This is story time. Is this... There was one time I was married. One of my ex-husbands. I have a boyfriend box. Now you can have a questionnaire. It's so funny. Look at me. So Storytime is one of my ex-husband's biggest complaint about me was I always have dirty feet and I don't read the New York Times. Steal facts. And my complaint with him, and this was we were in a couples, like one of those like conference things. This was, you shared like your biggest complaints. Mine was he punches holes in the wall and yells. And his was, I always have dirty feet and I don't read the New York Times. Still true. I don't know if, and I don't know why you would read the New York Times personally. I don't know why you'd spend your time doing that. I wouldn't. And I always have dirty feet because I'm always in nature and I always do this. And he was one of the yellers and punching holes in the wall and stuff. And the funniest thing is guys like that in Hollywood are the guys that get promoted. Those are the ones that get like 10 picture deal. Oh, he turned over tables and acted like a total lunatic. He yells at everybody. It's awesome. Like, elevate that guy. If you know more about what you know when you know it, doesn't that make total sense? Elevate the lunaticos. Interesting. Anyway, these are my story times. Ask me anything. I walk barefoot all around the world. And I had this realization talking to all of y'all about this oil that I have made. And it is so just, I am blown away and just in love with how it is helping you out in the world. And also I have so much more. Like, here, have it all. That's why we're having my privates open up. And the innuendos may flow along. And I'm always going to have dirty feet. And honestly, we're going to be outside in your yard or your awesome place that you're like, oh, come here, you'll love it. I'm going to be barefoot, and so are you. And we're going to be dancing and having fun. I'm going to be. And no phones, no shoes. I'm on a phone because I had a phone. And my phone is so full that I couldn't record this video for you. But I was going to share barefoot. And I am doing events with you. When I say, like, I'm coming to your house, the events that we have are so, like, life-changing, love it up. Like, you just had the best time. Like, going to a music dance festival, like that feeling when you meets, like, camp, meets, like, your best friends for life. Y'all are getting married now. Or y'all, you're writing a movie, you're together, your best friends. Oh, my God, I met my best friends, that kind of thing. Not in front of the world, because it gives you a safe zone to totally be really truly yourself. Like, you have permission to be fully yourself and meet and connect and shift. Honestly, have a holy shift. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. Hey, Songbird. So think about that. And I am a great conduit for you because I know everybody, and I have and I have friends everywhere. And I had this realization. I'm like, oh my God, I literally actually have true, like, love and place to stay and people that I love, including y'all, everywhere in the world. Literally in every state, in every city, almost in every country, like, legit. And I was like, oh my God. One time I was barefoot in Africa, in Kenya with a Masai Mara warrior. And and it's gorgeous. Like the view, I mean, I just can't even, like Africa is just like, oh, all of it. I've been to Kenya, Tanzania, Morocco, and astounding trips. Anyway, I'm standing there with this Maasai warrior and just like experiencing this whole experience. And I had this total epiphany because I write movies and you're in one. I see my buddy. Hey. So I write movie, and I had this epiphany of a movie when I was in Kenya with this man. I will tell you his name in a minute. Oh Lord! And we're having the best conversation about in our like he spoke English pretty well actually, and it was amazing. That was incredible. Anyway, I had this epiphany of this movie called Fake that I wrote very quickly. I literally flew home to Hollywood, and I was in the Los Feliz and wrote this thing in like 11 days. It was amazing. It's a total movie. I had like this I saw the whole thing like a graphic novel, and it was the depths people go to be fake in order to try to be real. And it's like a total like movie about like it's all in prime colors and secondary colors, and it's like Charlie Kaufman. I'm very similar to Charlie Kaufman. I've been compared before, and Charlie Kaufman meets like Steven Spielberg, who's not a Jew and not creepy weird, and not it's like I'm of the light. Like I'm not even labeled anything. I'm the rebel. I'm like I snuck in here, y'all. I snuck in here and came back barefoot to lead all y'all to some profound play. And I had this epiphany about the fakeness, right? And the levels people will go to try to keep their crazy identities that aren't even real. And now I know about the next level. And I'm like, what? So I'm standing there and I see like the whole thing is a rig. Like there's so many layers to the lies. There's so many layers to the lies, but I'm getting somewhere. Cut to, there's more of us than there are of them. So there's layers and layers of the lies, right? If you add the F into the lie, there's layers of lives. And there's so many victims of this lie. And also it's so old and ancient that the victims way outweigh the perpetrators. But you're being fed which is what the fake sort of story was. You're being fed this incorrect lie when the life is real right in front of you. And I had this whole story and I turn and I'm talking to this guy and I was like, what is your name, by the way? And he says, Hollywood. Shut your face. Yeah, no, it's just like, oh my God, really? That's so funny. So Hollywood and I were standing in another country, in Kenya, on the continent of Africa, which is a huge place that also is connected to some deep connected spiritual bloodlines, which is also why they do deals. Like they make these announcements, like these people who are in the houses that are white that come out and be like, oh, look what we did. We gave whatever millions and millions of dollars to Africa. Why do you think they're doing that? And there's layers to the lie. I'm getting somewhere. I'm not going to talk about the nasty, creepy because I'm walking barefoot and I've learned to stay centered and stay in my parasympathetic nervous system. I didn't even know what that was because for years I have been in the state of being a victim of the lie and on run in life. I was born that way, literally born into my sympathetic nervous system. It's like throwing in a play on you. Like think we're in a video game, in a movie video game, and you're given certain nuggets to like remember what your path is, remember that you actually are in a game or whatever. It's like Matrix, when really, y'all, this is a big lie and a play. They're actually, sorry to cut to the end and tell you the end, but that's what I do. I ruin surprise parties too. I'm a double Sagittarius. I can't help myself. It just comes out. The end of the story is they're feeding on the energy of your soul. the essence light of your God, which is in your heart. And you light up the heart, and you light up the light in your heart, which is playing, which is taking play. That is joy, laughter. That's being a kid. Hello? That's the children. You get into the kingdom with the children. There's all the metaphors are there for a reason, but they took a lot of books out of the books that told these things, of the book that told these things. They took a lot of books out so that they took themselves out. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you if you were a bad guy, and you would want to take the books out that told how you were a bad guy, right? I mean, hello. It's like you kind of want to go to them and say like, oh, good play, y'all. Good play for 2,000 years. Haha. But now look, there's more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them, and all you have to do is simply light your heart on fire, which is the light and the energy of the high frequency, which is laughter and joy. Simply that in the face of the CSA, and invert the CSA. Literally invert the CSA, the child segment, all the traumas you've had. Literally flip it as if, what if you actually are the most brilliant light, and actually your power is your singing and your dancing and your writing your books and doing your music and all this stuff. That is your power, and it's been a play on you to keep you stunted and not doing that, and in the trauma, in the ramifications of the traumas that you've had. Hey, perfect. So imagine flipping your trauma brain on its, literally flip it over, like flip it into, like invert it, like everything has been inverted. Flip it into, you were actually not meant to, you're being recognized now. You're being recognized to light your heart on fire. Light your heart on fire, that you're recognized. And also, I'm not going to ever say but, unless I'm talking about a butt oil. So you've been recognized. And I'm telling you, the worst of the worst. I've heard your stories. It's terrible. It is terrible, y'all, what people have gone through. Oh my God. It's just like, look, I was like, oh my God, I've vomited. I've had actual compassion fatigue. I've heard it. You know how many times I've hugged and held men crying? This is why I have to do comedy, because I say like, I'm single, y'all, because I make men cry. That is true though, because it's like I start talking, and here come the tears. Another one today, another one today. Oh, there was another one yesterday. These stories, and I'm getting somewhere, and I'm not telling the horror stories, because I do not do horror. I am making a sci-fi faith movie, okay? Where literally the end is lighting your heart on fire. Your heart on fire. What is that for you? What is the thing that you do that's you're like, ah! You just forgot about time. You just forgot about, oh, did you have to come? When we're little kids and they're like, come in for dinner. And you're like, let's hide because we're having so much fun. What is that thing? Is it playing? Is it running? Is it making your music? What is it? And it's a feeling when you're in the thing where you forget about your time. What is that for you? For me, it's dancing like a lunatic, starting dance parties, making people laugh. I love being around the kids. I am like kids and animals follow me and find me in the most, like, everywhere in my life. It's just so funny. Like no matter where I am, and they will find me, like from just random. My most favorite, making babies laugh. Yes. Oh, that's the best. And holding babies. Oh my God. I love it so much. Like, I love it. And I have so many stories of this, like, all random. You'll just turn around. Oh, there's the baby. Or there's the 2-year-old who's like, oh my God, they found me. My favorite was a baby giraffe. I kid you not, a baby wild. We were not in some wild animal park. We were wild in the wild. A baby giraffe came to me and licked me. It's like, I have a perfect life. I literally was like, nah. The guide, who was like the Africa version of Crocodile Dundee, was like, He's like, that was not trained. So I'm like, that, y'all, is frequency. Frequency. Oh my gosh, I swear you're my spiritual twin. Hello. We're all recognizing each other now. ABC animals constant. Yes, right? I love being around. Yes, they do. Like listen, it's all a lie. And they lied about the big J too. That you are like some sinner, you're nasty, you went through all this stuff. So it's real, yeah. No, that's the thing. It's actually it's actually real. That's the thing. That's the one thing that you're like, don't you? I mean, come on, can't we go just get drunk and fuck all night? Why? Why does this have to be real? I want that. No, I don't. Listen, I'm like, okay, so it's real, right? It's real, and it's so easy. There are more of us than there are of them. Hey, let's get fun and pretty. Look, what's this? There are more of us than there are of them. And look, this is a perfect example. Here's medicine right in the field. There's more of us than there are of them. There's more resources. They're just doing nasty things. They're doing nasty things, yes. Okay, yes, it's true. And there is balance in the world, la, la, la. And you can't take down every little nasty. And also, you can, I dare you, that we light our hearts on fire to flip the whole thing. Because I'm telling you right now, if I've been at your house, which I have, and if I'm talking to you because I've been there and I have a place to stay now. I know you. I love you. I love you so much. So fun. Oh my God, it's so fun. So imagine or remember me coming to your house and your backyard or your grandma's place or whatever it is, the backyard barn, I'm going to it. Or Jimmy John has that hardware store. Hey, oh yeah, turn it into a stage. Yeah, that's the most fun. Right? I'm still trying to get my place to stand on. I'm still writing a book, really raw at the moment, but one day, and my sons are okay. Homework for everybody. Everybody in here and listen. Your sentence is your sentence. So, I invite you, my darling, gorgeous, making all the little doohickeys. I hope you're still making them. You're so awesome and fun. Rewrite that sentence, please. Okay? Today. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, back to it. Excuse me while I walk by vampires, making their leather and their metal. Vampires metal. There's a place in the books that were taken out of the book that explains how gold, metal, silver, iron, and all the trinkets were brought here by demons to entice the women and appear as false spirits of light. So the light, the like sparkly light of the things tricking you. Oh God, this is a movie. Are we in the movie or are we dreaming the movie? What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? So yeah, this is true heavy. I'm going heavy, and I guess I went live, and I had to go live because how am I going to post this as a reel with little captions and stuff? So it's like I'm going to be like, we're live now. We're live. How can you? No, actually, how? Your sentence is your sentence. Right here, right now, I declare. I cancel all contracts to all demonic forces and surveillance and parasitic tentacles and the demon Atta and Adamas and Sabalioth and and all the things, and all those things that I decree that it doesn't matter if I can't pronounce it. It comes out just fine. You know who I'm talking about. Atta. We are the light, and you recognize us. We are free. I'm not going to even say the 3 words I'm going to say privately because of many things. I'm inviting you to already know that the light in your heart is where the answer is, and you already know the answer to your question. Where's my celery? Oh heavens, I've forgotten my celery. I've left the house without my celery. I must get back. Do you have your celery? Oh my God. How funny would that be if suddenly that appeared and there's like a celery sticking out of it? I mean, stranger things happen all the time. I found my place to stand. Yes, I love you. I found my place to stand, and it will, or it is. Is it will? Like you're willing it one day. I mean, when is that? Are you stuck in someday? Here's 5 words to get out of your vocabulary if you want to pay attention to what I'm doing in my life and where I'm doing in our life, because my life is my teaching and I share everything. And here's where we're at in this story. I've been talking about organized predators for a long ass time. I opened my big mouth innocently, my sweet little naive soul. Seriously. Thank God, actually. I thought I could just blurb it out. And you know what I did? And I still am, apparently. But I'm more aware that, oh gosh, that organized predator nastiness goes way deep and is also inward and outward. Blah. And it's like layers. But guess what? They're after your heart. Literally. They're after the light in your heart. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get that God molecule. That's why CERN and all that shit. They're like some creepy little ugly. We're in a movie. They're creepy little dudes and dudettes with dudettes things that just don't have any friends, and they're ugly. And they're like trying to create havoc for everybody who's having fun. So here's the answer. Have more fun. Have more fun. Turn all the pain into play. And how you switch your brain in order to do it is when you need to. If you're going to freak out, hold your breath for 90 seconds. Just think about it. Just stop everything. You can like pretend the power went out or whatever. You dropped your phone. I love it when it's like, oh gosh, you don't have any technology. Thank God. At our events, we have no phone, no shoes. Because you shouldn't be taking pictures anyways. You should be there, present, paying attention. And being you, like being free of it all responsibilities. I've seen women cry when I tell them they have no responsibilities and to shut up and just relax and just be. And they're like, what? Finally? Bah! Yeah, I know. It's happening. I'm meeting the lady from an organism once I move it. Yeah! Awesome. I love it. You are moved in already. Doesn't it feel great? Be the light, the sun reflecting upon the moon. Yes. I was just perfect timing. I walked out here to get the last raise because I learned that from the fellas. I did write a book called Meat, Milk, and Men. Maybe I should go this way. Get back into the light. Look at me. I hope it reminds me back of my modeling days. Did you know you want story time? Is this going to be story time hour? Because it should be. Hey, real Nick. Did you know that I modeled way back in the day with all those supermodels back when models had names? Like Christy Turlington was my favorite. And Linda Evangelista, Naomi Campbell is... I started modeling with Tyra Banks. Who's laughing at that? Do you know who that is? Anyone here flat earther? What do you mean? What do you mean? Their logo. What are you talking about? What are you talking about how long this lie goes? Shit. It's like, what? So the lives we have been given. I started modeling with Tyra Banks. Yeah, I was on the talk about like went different ways. Wow, God love her. I hope she got nicer. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked that. Why not? But it is triggering to some people, just like when you tell them about, you're not on any meds. So I accidentally swallowed glass. Don't judge me. Shush. Anyway, so I went to the hospital, and would not go to the hospital anymore. I spent a lot of time in the hospital ever since I was a baby, actually, coming into this set. You remember all of them? Which ones? Remember all of what? You just sent me down I went like a, what was I talking about? I just totally... Sorry. Flat earth. Okay, wait. I got to get back to what I was talking about. I'm going down to... I went down to a flat line. That's what it was. I flatlined. No glamour hair. What's your name? No glamour hair. I gotta remember who everybody is, especially seeing your faces today. Thank you so much for being in there. I love seeing your faces, and I love talking to you. I love being able to talk about the actual truth. Models. Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. That was fun. I was literally there. If you remember all of those models, I was at all that stuff. I was just like here. I was like Forrest Gump. Yeah, I was Forrest Gump. Oh, I went there and there and there and there. Yeah, I was Barbara Bush's fit model. What the fuck? I worked with Bill Blass. He was delightful. But who knows? And traveled all over the world. And I never got into the systems. Shaz. Like Shazam or Chaz. Hey, baby. What are we doing at your house? Or wherever. It doesn't have to be literally your house, but think about it like your house. It's like your barn or your grandma's or your library thing. Nothing that requires any kind of like approval. You know what I mean? If it's got to go through a board or like, well, we have to have that look over by our committee to see if you can talk about those things. No. It's out there. It's out there, and you get to go on a little pretty walk and drink some lemonade and take your shoes off and have some little, wonderful thing with cayenne that you eat or something. You know what I mean? Because I'm not playing with that. And yes, thank God. Oh my gosh, thank God. I never did any of those systems, but I saw. This is how men love women to look. All the ladies think they look so ridiculous. They get all embarrassed. No, it's true. Don't be embarrassed by it. It's when men think that's the most beautiful woman in the world. I want to paint with my nose with you in red so we can clown around. Hilarious. Okay, let's do it. So set up an event where I come there and we get somebody in your vicinity sponsors a honeypot so that we could come with a whole bunch of material, like things, and set you up at the party. Yeah. Yay, I made it back. Yay. So set you up with a party. So you basically have like Tupperware meets Mary Kay meets it's an old school tent revival. It has to be handwritten. You can copy it, but handwritten pamphlet style. That's what we're going for. That's what we're doing. It's like think Farmer's Almanac. That's how my wedding invite was too. I stayed married so long because the wedding invite was so cool, and so was the wedding. Dang it. It's pretty. There's one time when we're live. My eyes have been open since 2014. At least that was the beginning of my journey. Wow, nice. I was 8. And then 12. It's like eyes open to what? Like which part? Which chapter are you on now? The one that I think is the most important for all of us, like United style, is CSA, because that's the worst despair. So how do we flip? No, so we are flipping the worst despair, like the worst despair. I don't even want to talk about it. That's what, also people like, oh, I can't hear that. It's so terrible. It's worse for the little kid going through it than it is you hearing about it. Amen. So we are flipping that worst into the best. So the worst pain into profound play, where you actually simply remember who you are. It's being as children. Exactly, the children. It's the children, your inner ones too. Your inner one lighting on fire saves the ones now. Even though that doesn't totally make logical sense, but the logic like, oh, well, it has to fit in this box and it has to follow this thing and it has to do this thing. And we did a study. And we see that you can't do that. And yeah, exactly. Oh my God. When you're like, is it true? No! Yes, it is. Yes. Really? It's like, no, you just want to go to sleep. Like, you just want to be like, what? That's just crazy. What can we do about it? Oh my God. Oh, I just want to like lay in the ground. Right? It's like, no. And then it's like, hold on. I have been in these places. I have had billionaire women and men, but they not the same. Women push me into bathrooms, no joke. Hi, with their Chardonnay, holding their Chardonnay. Hi, I'm so glad I heard you talk. I love you. I just want to tell you that my grandpa, he did all that to us too. And I couldn't tell you out there. So I said it didn't happen to him. I love you. Yeah. Like, what do you do with all that? What do you do when you've heard everybody's story from every single angle? That's why I'm like, y'all, there's no such thing as racism. We're all humans. That was a play on us to be divided. There's no such thing as this whole like victim, perpetrator, all of it is so set up to divide. And then these horrible things, these horrible, nasty little nasties with ugly faces. I mean, well, take the ones that are pretty. All right, listen. Don't play. Stop. And they're doing nasty things to humans because we're delicious when we're in despair. Well, I'm here to tell you that they're nasty and they have so many victims that their victims now far outnumber them. Welcome to 2,000 years later. So we far outnumber them so that we're literally not even having this conversation. Because your heart is so open and so joyous and so full of laughter and love, it cannot exist around you. It literally, that nastiness cannot. Like I walk away, I'm not doing it, I'll drop my mom off. Listen, I'm not doing it. I'm not spending time in that. And which elevates all of life, which elevates everything around you, which elevates your body and your spirit and your lovemaking and your age and your everything, finances. How many survivors are hit with the financial frickin' traps? and like taken from it. Listen, I've been in every tax bracket. I've raised millions and millions of dollars, and also slept in everywhere. Slept in, in your car, in a van, in rest areas, rest home. I've raised $1 million for a place and then didn't have the money to get to the airport. And I've also been in the Paris like penthouse. I've been at the Greece thing. I've been all over. Literally, I'm VIP. I am the headliner, but I also don't care about any of that shit because I'm on the wall with Anthony, talking about like whatever we're talking about. Because it's like I'm with Hollywood. I'm with Hollywood. It's so funny. In freaking the border of Tanzania and Kenya. I mean, seriously. So if you've listened to all the stories from all angles, and you see that the through line is the victimhood, the re-victimhood, and the shame. It's the shame and the secrets is how the perpetrators keep under the blankets, including the blankets of your skin. Listen. So it's the shame. So if you remove the shame, which definitely do with me, and then you meet each other. I mean, if everybody honestly walked out right here, right now, and everybody who has been through fucking shit literally was like, ha 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 ha. It literally spreads. If you are on a bus or whatever, or you're in a line somewhere and you just start laughing, it is actually infectious. Why do you think I send you these things? Because it's little nuggets. It's little like, it's raising the frequency is quite literally so easy. It's so easy that it lights up your heart. Lighting up your heart is so easy, and it's so easy to get out of it also, because your sentence is your sentence, so including the sentences that you're saying in your head. So the ladies are worse at this than the men, but the men totally do it too, because oh my God, the men. I love you men so much. I'm so in love with men. I've held so many men crying. God, Jesus Lord. This is why I do comedy, because I'm like, oh y'all, I don't date because I make men cry. Oh hell, because it's true. Oh my God. Because you're like, tell me everything. You can be so free with me, and like tell me everything. And here's another. Oh my God. It was like, when they were, you're just like, oh my God, y'all. The butt oil helps. The oil that I make, you can put it right on your butthole to heal those memories. Okay. Did you hear me? So go to holyhotmom.com. I'm funny for a reason, so that I'm hiding in plain sight, okay? So that, yours truly is okay. Got it? I've also been everywhere, and the perps actually love me because they think I'm cute and they want to. So that's, there's that. So you can, sort of, play that game. But I don't even know how to play that game. I'm just real with people, really. And usually here's the thing, the shame, the levels of the shame. Usually when they're little kids and then older and then into their teens and later, they're made to do things. So then they become the perpetrator. And then you get into the world of the Diddy world and all that stuff. Those people are like super violated. Like to the point where you are like, oof. Like there's some stories. There's a gorgeous black guy, Tyson, I think his name, Tyson. He disappeared. Why, y'all? Why? I mean, Jason Lewis was my best friend, was my boyfriend forever. Jason Lewis is like the top 3 loves of my life, like over and over. He's the guy from Sex and the City who has the little cleft. He was the #1 male model there for a minute. Him and Mark Vanderloo. That movie with what's his face is about them. What's it called? It's with Ben Stiller, I think. What's his name? He always needs a new espresso machine at every set. That's so funny. People's requirements are hilarious. I need a brand new $300 espresso machine on every single set, brand new. I'm like, okay, wow, you're nice. It's getting dark. So, god dang, the stories. The stories started with the hospital. That was one of them. So I went into the hospital. This circles back to my oil. This is like the comedy show. You get like, why is Angela coughing? I'll just tell you the truth. What is the story I was going to tell you is when I swallowed glass. And I accidentally swallowed glass because of Regenerate. It's another amazing thing that I recommend to you in our privates. So that and you can get it from my friend in Nashville, Sean Gilder. It's a combination that gets GABA to your brain really fast and puts you in your parasympathetic nervous system. And I dropped my bottle. Shut your face. It's kind of like y'all with my oil. It's like so precious. If it drops or something, you're like, oh, put it anywhere. Just put it anywhere. And I scooped that up so fast. And it turns out there was itty bitty little pieces of glass in there. And I took some and I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh shit. And I kind of went down a little fear, which is not necessary. I could have eaten up some bread, but I went down a little fear like, oh God, oh no, is that how you're going to get me? I swallowed glass. So I went to the hospital to get it at least just checked, which was totally pointless. Nothing happened, but except for this nurse experience, which was amazing. So I'm sitting there waiting forever for the biggest dick doctor. Oh my God, the whole town can't stand him. I don't even know why he still lives here. He is like, oh, Lord, just love him up. Just love him. He's ugly. Anyway, oh my God. So I'm with the nurse and she's going through the questionnaire. Oh, well, are you on this med? Are you on this med? No, not anymore. I'm not on anything anymore. And she's like, you're not on anything? And I was like, nope, totally pharma free. And she goes, was it essential oils? Oh God, if that is not a sign to run to I don't even know what is. That is so funny. I hope you're laughing. Was it essential oils? Oh my God. This is story time, y'all. It's real live walking at night is story time because my phone was too full. So now if you want this to be a habit, I could do like 8 to 10 Thursday nights. It's the night for is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? What's today? Thursday, right? I don't play in this party anymore with these freaking demons. Ugh. God. Anyway, I'm coming to your house. So, let me ask you something. Who in here has knowingly got rid of something out of their booty hole? I don't want to see pictures. I just want to know, did you notice a difference in your anxiety? Did you notice a difference in your anxiety? I used to have a lot more just trauma anxiety, really. It's like they call it trauma brain. It's complex PTSD is what it is. It's like post-traumatic stress disorder where you've just been so trained to be like, oh God, on guard, or like whatever, don't trust, or totally fear, or just be prepare thyself for, like, withstanding the hit or something, or the whatever. I just laughed it up my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, I've been laughing at it. The worst beating I ever got actually was for laughing. I mean, this is like a movie. Oh wait, it is. Oh yeah, Songbird, please ask me anything. Literally, just like what story do you want now? Seriously. And it's like I picture it kind of like I need to do, this is what I see in my head. I have a dance performance that's it was called Pricked originally, like Prick Ed. It's like an education dance performance. because we don't get sex ed in this country, we get fucked. So it was prick ed about every penis I ever saw, starting with daddy. And it goes down the definition of pricked, of how, all the way to how we got pricked. Prickety prick prick. And how when you prick up your ears and listen, you elevate out. So it's many different layers. Everything I do has many layers to it. Like my boxing movie has many layers to it. Just like this live has many layers to it. And, I have my own concoction. But Regenerate is so good, and spilling it. Right? It's like gold dust. So yeah, that's why I swallow glass, and I'm going to see if I can get out of the darkness, because you ain't supposed to be in the dark. You should have some light on you. You should be carrying your light bucket. Should I walk backwards or should I run up the hill? Tell me about one thing that made you belly laugh last. Oh my God. Definitely with Zachary. That would be belly laughing a lot. My kid, pretty much every day, it's like up and down. It's like you have a wild teenager, and you have a smart kid, and you have a hilarious, like so funny. This kid, it's just so funny. It is hilarious. So, and what was I laughing at? Oh God, I actually just laughed recently today at realizations that honestly, all we have to do is laugh. Like, this is like, wait, what? Are you kidding me? Laughter, love. Because think about it. You've been chosen. Like the one that you always loved chose you. Like they showed up right now. Wouldn't it feel like that? Like it'd be like, what? Like, like, it's the feeling of total glee. That's why you can trick yourself if you're feeling in the pits, and you can start laughing and make it up, They're making up all their crap. Gosh darn it. They're just a big old play. Y'all need to watch that movie called Jones Plantation. They did a great job explaining how politics works. It's messed up. But it's not like a horror movie or anything, but it is. I mean, it is. It's like Idiocracy is a horror movie. So I'm trying to regenerate here in New Zealand. I was getting pharma and a lot of supplements, and I asked to get it funded, but they wouldn't, and I got into debt and had to stop. So, how about we do an event in New Zealand? I know people there. You. And also, didn't they film Lord of the Rings there? Do some amazing... I would love to go to New Zealand. I've almost married a Kiwi once. I should do comedy. I mean, seriously, y'all. If I said what I think in my mind, if I said what was in my mind, you'd be dying laughing. I make women pee laugh. And I'm sorry it's in the darkness. But we are in the darkness, y'all. Get ready. Oh my God, y'all. We are. But you know what? You bring the light to the darkness, and there's more of us than there are of them. Ha ha ha. And all you have to do is light your heart on fire. And shut the fuck up. Really. Your sentence is your sentence. Start flipping it. Start literally flipping it. Like, I see you, motherfuckers. I see you, and I'm not playing with you. You're ugly. You're ugly, and it's a waste of time, and I'm not doing it. No. No. How about that? I'm not doing it. So, the Regenerate is amazing. I'm good friends with Sean, and so I get big bottles of it, and then I give you samples of it because it's very expensive. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it. I mean, it's like, I had one bottle. It's about $200. It's like, he's in the same price, but I know what goes into his, and I know what goes into mine. Anyway, I took one hit, like one thing of it, not hit. It's not a hit. One scoop. It's like a teaspoon. You should take like a fourth of a teaspoon, but I took the whole big old teaspoon because I go full tilt boogie in. I never bought another bottle of wine. Since that one hit right before I went on a bike ride with him in Nashville, Tennessee in whatever it was, 2022 or 1? No, it was 2001. Maybe, no, it was like 2001. Because I was before the studio went away with the tornado. I love you too, Evie. You're awesome. And I challenge you to, your sentence is your sentence. Before I lose this light, listen, your sentence is your sentence. And we are elevating by playing, having laughter and joy and laughter, which is frequency, at the same time. So put alarms on your phone. Do it like 1111, 222, 333. Turn it, flip it on them. And at that time, do something funny. Laugh. In fact, my freaking Nashville homies, I'm up in Pennsylvania and I'm always on the road, so I always go to new places. So I come to your house. And right now, somebody's got one for me sitting somewhere. Hand it over. I always wanted my CDL license, but now I want one of those trucks that's one step below, so I don't have to be on the CDL license. You know what I'm saying, Winky? Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming, Mama. I forgot my celery wand. Son of a bitch. She forgot her celery wand. Here we go. Okay. Hallelujah, 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 we are here. Okay, and we don't drink beer. I could make up songs and learn the guitar. Do you dare me to do that? Hey, by the way, does this show up right for you? It's not gonna, is it? Damn it. How in the heavens do you film that's not behind, like reversey, and still see comments? Whatever. It's just, this is when the kids say, "You're old." And I'm like, yeah, well, no, I'm not. I don't subscribe to those lies. I dare you to get a reverse sign. Son of a biscuit. You know what? I actually have the rope. I'd have to write it backwards. I have a guitar here. I bought an old boyfriend. Do you want it? Yes! Yes, thank you. And we have a band. And I have actually a guitar here to learn. And I started learning guitar from a deaf guy. Shut your face! Or is this a comedy night? Yeah. I started learning. Oh, so bright. I started learning guitar from a deaf guy. And let's see how we can do this. How's that? Is that better? I'm going to use my foot to raise this so I get this thing out of my hands. Thank you, Jesus. Get out of my hand. Shoo. And then, hey, we can clean up shit together if you want. Look at me. I get to clean up all the pins that I throw during my lives. Like this little pile here. And how about today when the whiteboard broke? That was so epically funny. Oh my God. When I'm talking about breaking the matrix and I broke the whiteboard. I was like, winning. You win. So speaking of winning, ready? Chicken dinner? Hello, chicken dinner. I'm going to do a contest. Did I do it? Did I post it already? Screw matrix. Yeah, really. Did I post it already? Oh, yeah. So giving your answer to what CSA is in the play way. So think about that. So in the play way, what's CSA? And what did I say that was funny? It made me laugh. Childlike. Oh, yeah. Childlike, silly assholes. Yeah, that's what we're doing because we've got buttholes. If you've got a butthole, you're going to love me. And you know what? You don't have to have a butthole either. You don't actually have to have a butthole. You could use the oil on the scar too, and you'll so funny. Did I tell you that story? Melody. That's Melody, right? Isn't that Melody? Or is that name? Tell me your name again. So, are you laughing? So okay. Did you hear that story? Be lovely about buttholes. You want me to tell you? Is this good light? Because I can grab this later. This is funny. Definitely got one. Okay, so not everybody does. So I was on a plane one time, because you know this happened. I'm on a plane talking to people. No, really? Angela Shelton? Yeah, probably. And telling stories. And we were stuck on some tarmac somewhere. Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, you want me to not tell it? Okay, I'll shut up. Just kidding. Shut the fuck up. Oh, my gosh. Okay, listen. I'll test out my comedy skills because, you know, you got to do it fast. I'm so skinny, too. People, like, oh, my God, are talking about me now. They're like, oh, you just keep getting skinnier. And I was like, I know. I shit out a worm. So I'm sitting on a plane regaling people with stories because you can see it. And they're laughing, and I bring it back to the trauma, because I always do, but I make it funny, and I'm like, well, everybody's got a story, just like everybody's got an asshole. And the guy next to me says, I'm really offended by that. And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, God. And then I was like, well, oh, yeah? And he goes, I was like, why? And he goes, I don't have an asshole. And it was twice in my life. It was everything I could do to my whole being to like hold in a laugh. I was just like, because he's like, I don't have a butthole. And I was just like, and I peeped out. I like peeped out as I was clenching my whole body like a butthole to not laugh. I just go, is that a thing? And he goes, yeah, it's a thing. I was born without a butthole. And some people were born without a butthole, and they have to have a butthole put in. And I say, well, now I'm the asshole. And the plane laughed, and then, But I'm like, not everybody has a butthole or an asshole. Not everybody's an asshole. Not everybody. Get a butt jewel, baby. What the hell's a butt jewel? Don't tell me. Oh my God, I have heard so many stories about people's sex lives. Lord, listen. I'd get probably kicked off of here. I probably would be kicked off of here if I told the stories. I'd have to be like, it has to be like, because I'm not only Angela Shelton and have traveled around and, you know, listened to everybody's story. I also am, not that it matters, I'm naturally trained, but I'm also trained sexual healing coach, like life coach, and specializing in CSA. Like that's like what I do. That's literally what I do. And I even got like I didn't go through the final, like I got my certification, because I don't want all of those people knowing actually what I do, to be quite honest. Because I'm just coming to your house having a party. For cats, look it up. It's my mantra. What? A butt jewel for cats? What the hell are you? That is so funny. Have you heard my SPH story? That is so funny. And it just goes also back to parasites. Like I was like, oh my Lord. Y'all, I'm going to make a spray. I want to know it right now. Do you need a little teeny bitty one that's like a little square one with jewels? I can show it to you. Or a long, skinny one you just keep in your bag. That's a spray. That's like when I say I'm not playing, I am serious. Like, no. This is why I also smack people with my celery. Cats love to put... Literally on the... Stop. No! I can't breathe. Who are we? Where are we? Where are we right now? Oh my God. Oh, God. Stop. Literally. I'm kidding. Oh, my God. Okay, this is our homework that you laugh. You literally love laughing at, oh, my God, at lives. Don't make fun of people like the CIA who eat dookie. Listen. Yes, I snort laugh. Yeah, I know. And I can only snap with my pinky and whistle breathing in. Makes no sense. So neither do I. That's how I got out of here, y'all. Because I'm like, Listen, you know how my social media forever was Angela Shelton 007? Because I sneak out of places. I'm just like, no. I've gone to this like chili cookout. We're going to rub you up. Ugh. And you go in the front and then, you mingle. It's, hey, what's up? And you just go to the bathroom, and you didn't go to the bathroom. You climbed out the freaking fire escape. You done gone. You know the worst of them? Oh, my God. Y'all want a story? Here's story time. Story time. A fellow snorter. What's the matter with us? We're funny. The French accent. I thought I was Irish. I'm French, English, German, Irish. Yeah. Okay, here's the story. There was this model girl. God love her. I love everyone. Woo! But she's got the fake boobies, the fake lips, the fake hair, all of it. And lips, the whole thing. She has an invite. I'm invited to this lingerie party in Malibu. And it's totally like, you just go. It's like really high class. In Malibu at this fancy guy's house. The guy who owns Neutrogena. Okay. And I'm like, interesting. I'll go to that by myself. I'll meet you there. Always have your own car. Always have your own way places and away from places. Not ever go with somebody else that you don't have a way out. Okay? Mm-hmm. How much is the big bottle? Oh, girl, listen. It's $400. That's actually a smoking good deal. I lose actually money on that a little bit, but it's fine because I know you're going to use it like to do your whole body. Yeah? Okay. So, try the King oil. You know what you should do is get the Hot Mom. Interesting, because I want you to have the King oil. Hey, you know what? If you get the big bottle, I'll send you a King oil. I'll put like a thing on there. I need to put like, you get a King. If you're a fella and you want the big one, because you want the big one, it's so good and it looks like you make it so well. It is, I make it so well. I did. And yes, it's expensive, and also when you use it, things you've been spending a lot of money on go away. So, and actually, it's a little bit of a savings account. A little bit. So think about it like that. It's like, and you can keep it away. Like people have had it in their thing, in their cupboards or in their car or whatever. And then their friend is like, I've got a migraine, or I've got like, oh, my back, or like, oh, my thing, or my butthole from getting, that. Had to pay the rent. Oh, shit. So, no. So, it's like, it's, whatever, I didn't say anything. It's just a grandma butthole oil. Who cares about it? Now, so, one day, well, I mean, why don't you get the small one? And if it's, then start. And also, I know that feeling so well. Like, I know that so well of not having the means to get something like that it's free. It's like, it's free I started a church so that it's free. So people, like, that's me. I'm free. I'm free of this whole thing. So listen, it's free. What do you mean you're dead? They're laughing. The difference between a butthole and the King oil. The King oil you can put on your butthole if you want to. But the exit oil is specifically made for the exit and also the butt. And it makes your butthole have some blingy bling. It just so happens that you can also have it. It's perfect. It's wonderful for all lips, holes, and souls. Souls and soul. So, like, before you do your meditation, before you go do, like, your exertion or your, just try it. Try smelling it. Like, try like, because next level, you probably shouldn't put, have oil. You know what I mean? Like, next level. But it's super helpful to elevate your breath work, your lovemaking, your to not look at the corny corn, but to do breath work and then do bollies. Play ball, woohoo! Play ball with the king oil. That's why it's made. And then do that, and then do it all over your lymph nodes with your little tools. Even better, oil up a lady and have her use all her parts on all of your parts with her pressure to put on your, everywhere, to put on your body, okay? So that's also why, the king oil is only the small bottle. And the exit oil is also a small bottle. When you do it's yes. On another application, plastered on another application of my exit oil. Yes. Sit on my face, we'll leave the light on for you. I mean, seriously. I learned that. I had no idea that was a thing. I always thought that was like, oh, you wouldn't want that. That's nasty. Nuh-uh. No. It's like, sit down. Who knew? I didn't know my parts were so beautiful either, too, because I was told a different story when I was a little kid. And when you hear horrible things, your sentence is your sentence, remember? When you hear horrible things, too, from other people who are abusive or mean or just whatever, and it says things to you, like you're ugly or your titties are small or whatever it is, or you're, so don't say bad things to anybody about their body. I mean, that's just mean. Like, don't do that. Men do not do that. That's like lift the woman up. Same goes for the women. Enhance the ego. Lift the woman up. Play with the balls. Lift it up. Lift the head. That's good for lockjaw. The exit one is also good because this is also exit when you're puking up stuff, when you do that frog poison to get rid of the other parasites. Listen. Whoo! So get rid of the TMJ over here and actually elevate your life in a sexual way. Like, I don't even know what y'all are doing. TMJ. Okay, if you got TMJ, you don't. Your sentence is your sentence. Probably what happened. Probably. I don't know your story, but I've heard a lot of them. It's probably this. Most likely. Or this. And you got mad because you couldn't speak up for yourself, or you couldn't speak that you're a fucking dick face. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Yeah, dance it out. Exactly. So careful pushing into the, and I ain't a nurse. I just play one on my show. I just play one on my variety show. I have a variety show. It's called Life with All the F Words. Because life without the F is just a lie. Like we're in. But not anymore, because we're injecting the F into the fun. We're injecting the fun into the So, like Saturday Night Live. It's got all the little skits and commercials and stuff like that. This is life with all the F words. So it's just like Saturday Night Live. It's just fun. Have to go, but I just love you. Oh, yay! Hey, Nick. Bye, Nick. Love you, Nick. I love it. So can't wait to see you, or Ken. I love seeing you in our webinar where y'all see each other on Thursday. I might do another one soon because it's so fun. I love seeing your faces and then you meeting each other. So we will be also in the school so you can meet each other. And for now at school, listen, we'll jump all over the place because we're really in person. Listen, you're in person without this. Although it's a means to an end, we love the little angels that are pretty, that help us. We love the angels that are pretty, that help us. Listen, we love that. We do not like nasty. Cancel all contracts to nasty parasites and demons. Nuh-uh, I ain't playing with you. And also, King, if you need the oil so bad, right? So if you want it so bad and want me so bad on your body, I know. Listen, start with shut the fuck up. Start with literally sacred truth frequency united. So it's literally, how are you raising your frequency? And most guys that I've spoken to and been around with and watched and stuff, most guys have some kind of freaking heartbreak over some woman. It's either your mama or your stepmama or your ex-girlfriend, or they're all the same. It's like a repeat. And she broke your damn heart, and you didn't really express like your sadness over it. That I've heard that a lot. I've also heard a lot of men who have had abusive dads and been like the squashed down, like you're never going to amount to anything kind of thing. And so that's like, it's time to raise up to the king that you are. You know, it's like, stop. Your sentence is your sentence. Other people telling you crap about yourself is their sentence. They're talking to themselves about themselves. So you are speaking to yourself about yourself as you love everybody around you. That's the key. And it's laughter, joy, and Jesus. And the frequency of Jesus, real Jesus, not the Jesus that they freaking lied to little old ladies about. Man, it makes me mad. Listen, I'm not mad though, because I'm not feeling mad, because I don't have back pain anymore. I'll release the pain of back, of the key is your frequency, your frequency, your frequency, right? So that's the first thing to do. I just inject that into my oil, especially for the men. Well, not especially, it's like, it's different intention. The intention of this one is literally, you remember who you are. You are the light of God. This has no effect of you. That no effect of you on any way, shape, or form has any parasite or demon. All parasites and demons and demonic forces are completely erased from all of tentacles of all your being and all realities. And it erases all the chronic pain attached to it. Because it is chronic pain. That's why it works so fast. So I talk about that. And I invite you to say the same thing before you put it on. And that's the holy hot mom oil, the exit oil, because it helps you exit the matrix. It's also for your exit, as in the butthole. I literally made this to put on my butthole. No joke. I had an angel appear to me in a parking lot in a farmer's market in the middle of nowhere, who was the most distinguished gentleman, black man. That was like, what in the heavens? I don't know, out of nowhere. And I spoke to him for 3 hours. Actually, I listened to him for 3 hours as I stood in the rain, and he told me all about the parasites. Yeah. And I was like, say what? Say what now? Say what now? And I was like, wait, what? That would mean that. And that would mean that my science fair project when I was 12 makes total sense. And we're in it. We're living in my science fair project when I was 12. I did this as a science fair project when I was 12 years old. I showed that they're farming us. They're literally farming us as humans. But I thought it was just about the money. And I didn't realize how deep it went then. But I realized they're completely connected. Like, they're like, why is that itching? What's that mean? Is that like, oh, ah! You know, your ear starts ringing and you're like, whoa. It's like, you know what? I have no fear of them anymore. Nothing. Because they are nasty and they're ugly. And they have no actual power over you. They have to make you do something to yourself, which is usually drive you fucking crazy, so that you start hurting yourself. Or that you're so sad or whatever that you don't even, yeah. And they get it to do it. They get you to do it to yourself. What the hell? So, and then also, P.S., I actually also, among many of the things I've done and I have whatever, and I say that only to invite you to like utilize me in some way that you fan, and you're so welcome. Like, I have a boxing movie that I made called The Hammer. I was throwing things all over the place today. I was like, it was so fun. So I have no idea what it is. It's a boxing movie, and it's a love letter to men by me, and I love it so much. It's a true story, and I made it because it's a love letter to men from me, and I love you, and I'm like, wow, I'm so enamored by your brotherhood, and I love it so much, and I love seeing you all meet friends. I love seeing the men like come together and be like friends. I love it. I love it so much. Probably because my dad was a loser. My dad didn't have any friends because he's a loser, a child rapist. That's what, say. So like seeing real men who are cool as fuck and like friends with each other is like my jam. I love it. And also I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? And I had dreams of this when I did my book, when I wrote the book after I did this movie, Finding Angela Shelton. I made this movie. Boop, boop, boop. I drove around the country and I met all the Angela Sheltons, and I wrote a book about it called Finding Angela Shelton. And in that book, Finding Angela Shelton, which you can get on my site, Holy Hot Mom, you have to find it a little bit because we're still putting all my stuff in, but you get it in the toolkit at the very, very end. There's like a survivor kit. There's survivor. It's in the footer. It might be at the top too, but it's on there. The survivor kit, which is everything. You get my documentary, my book, my workbook, courses, everything. One time. You never have to come back. You just do it one time so that that you're in there. And then you can see everything and read my book too. And in the book, there's even this thing you can listen to for 21 days. I'm going to make that for free on my site. Everything's ultimately everything's free. You can have everything because I am not worried about it. I've been in every tax bracket. I've lost everything so many times that I have everything and everything tattooed on my arm. Okay. I have a sleeve tattoo for strangers. Yeah. I have to start conversations with strangers. That's why I have a sleeve tattoo now. And because of my show that I'm doing in your backyard or your whatever, that we're safe to be barefoot with no phone and no shoes, and everyone is vetted, and we're having a real conversation about some things. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, you got it. And you oil up, and when you sponsor a pot, a honey pot is about ginormous. I'll go make some videos of it. It's big. It does 10 to 20 gallons, depending on how much I load it with oil, with herbs. Depending on where I got my herbs, whether they're freshly, blah, 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 or I load it. Oh, yay. I'm so excited. Yay. So I load it up with herbs. Okay. So when we have in your communities, when we have a honey pot, it's either dedicated to a store who's got it wholesale, and that's our they've confirmed it. They own that pot, because I have my pot for you ordering. You just ordered one. Yay. It's coming from my personal honey pot. That's from my online orders. That's my personal honey pot. Listen. And then the other ones we got 2 other ones now. And now we have a place to line them up. And then I'll have it in my drug. And then for when you have wholesale, you have your community, you can get the bottles, and also because you can get just fill your thing up. You see what I'm saying? And then you can have parties and have the smaller ones and give it away or charge for it if you need to. The whole money thing is also a trap, and also a trap for emotions and anxieties. So yes, this is about making money. Not really. It's energy. It's energy. So think, you're not going to try to convince some freaking parasite-filled, anxiety-filled, crazy-ass motherfucker in your life or your family that brings you down, or your friends that always berate you or whatever. It's not a matter of that. Don't even spend any time trying to do that with my stuff. Don't even do it. Talk to the people that you want to talk to. This is my question for you. If you don't have any pain, when you don't have any pain, fill the honey pot empty. Honey pot, exactly. Winning. You just want a shirt. You did it. You want a shirt. Fill a honey pot, empty a honey wagon. So great. So great. I got my honey wagon. Yeah. Okay, listen, you're going to email me right now and then say, I won at the top. I want a shirt, and tell me what size you are. And then you got to do this. You got to do it again. I'm sorry. Because you got to copy and paste it, because that email goes to, so I don't do it, because that's my coaching from my mentors is no. I'm not allowed to do that stuff. But so it's so great so that I can be on stage and come into your house, and that the machine runs. And the only thing that I do is pretend I'm with the oil. I'm the oil, and I sing over it. Only 2 people can be around that. And then I'm doing this and on stage at your house and at the events and at the festivals. I was giving it away free at Grassroots. I was walking around with a pump in my little and it's like, you got pains? Like, that's what I'm here for. The machine is set up for you to start generating avenues for yourself, so that it like pays. We're using the matrix in order to break the matrix, and also just like slip around it so that you don't need it anymore. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So email and say, I won. Oh, yes, do it. Do it. You're welcome. What shirt do you want? Shut the fuck up? You want a shut the fuck up shirt? You just want it. Or do you want a holy hot mom shirt? I don't know. You tell me. Oh my goodness. Guess what? By the way, standing and walking. What time is it? I should get off and do my laundry. You're a great distraction. Look, I can be like, no, I have to be live. I don't fold clothes. Freaking hilarious. My pump is old. This is oh, here we go. Oh, good God. Oh, yeah. Nice, smooth. What you feel at the moment is good. Oh, you mean to send? Got you. Yeah, and what size? Tell what size. And oh my gosh. Okay, so Thursday nights. Is this our new thing? Thursday nights to go live with stories. Medium? Is it medium? Also, by the way, the oil is great for tattoos. We should actually tell tattoo places. So that goes back to having a pot, empty a honey wagon. Send that to me. Will you put that in the email? Empty a honey wagon. Fill a honey pot. Empty a XL, big girl getting smaller. Nice. It will with the parasite cleanse. You'll see, wow. This is a year. Like a year. And now I'm like, it's quick. It's shockingly quick. And then you get like, oh wow, you lost weight. And then it's sesame oil and exercising and doing I don't exercise. I can't do the whole gym thing. I'm not a gym rat. I'm hanging from a tree. That's the way I do it. That's why I like to do it. I'm like, I just out in nature and stuff. That's why I love nature men. Oh my God. Love it so much. I love a man who can build a fire in under 3 minutes, and I'm climbing a tree and he'll climb a tree with me. Love it. I'm actually creating, this is hilarious. You ready for this one? A whole boyfriend questionnaire, but it's actually just an adventure you can go on. You can take the questionnaire too, but also it's if you wanted to actually date me, you need to go through this questionnaire. You ready? And Letty, when's the last time you got your feet off? I mean your shoes off, not your feet. You got feet? You got a butthole? All right. I like to pretend I'm a banana. Shut your face. What? I would go to the gym like that. I would go to the gym like that. Can I please have that dare? There was a giant banana walking around Grass Week. Okay. Wait, I've been with a man with no legs. I've been with a man with a crooked penis like this. Literally like this. Actually bent that way. That way. That was crooked. He was so gorgeous too. Oh my God, that guy was so hot. Oh my God. Woo! And let me tell you, he walked out. Good night. Good night. I am in bed. Oh! He was in a mechanic's outfit. Oh my God. There's something about it. Jesus, Lord in heaven. That whole thing is just... And you got a tool belt. Like, I love working men. I have it out bad. I love men. Why going with that? I mean, seriously. I love it. Love it. Oh my God. When I see yellow and orange, my favorite, oh my God, story time. My favorite lover of my whole life. Good night. Oh my God, that guy's so hot. Oh, different guy. But, oh my God, same. Oh my God, I love, when I see yellow and orange, I'm like, puddle. That guy, I had to like really have a come to Jesus about that guy. Because when you have the best of the best of the best, like I didn't have that. I had it. So, oh, Lord heavens. So, honor that, because instead of being sad about it, I just had to switch my brain around. Instead of being sad sack about it and missing it so bad, I had to be like, I'm just so grateful I got to have that. Like, I had the best. Like, I had the chef's kiss best. Woo! Kind of like people who say that they slept with me. Yeah. Like, oh, God. And why was it so good? Why? Because it was long. Not that. Well, that was also the most beautiful penis I've ever seen in my life. Like, literally. Where did we go off on this tangent? You're preaching. You told me to preach. The most beautiful. Like, the one time, the reason I didn't get married is because it was purple and I went to the side and I didn't like it.
That was easy.
I got a purple heart from a no-legged man. I'm just telling you some facts. One time I got offered $33 million to marry a guy with a 2-inch wiener. You can't get me. You can't get me. Listen, I can introduce you to people. You know what? I go into to adult stores. Is that what you say? I don't have my glass. Like, I need my glass. I'm like, what is that? Okay, laughing. Is this our comedy hour? Here it is. Finally, we've met. Finally. I made my outfit so that you could pee on yourself. I'm not lying. I literally made the holy shift. It's in here somewhere. I just washed it. I made the holy shift outfit so that you could pee on yourself. Where is that? It's so funny. Oh my God. I've traveled with it. So, because you pee on yourself laughing. Yeah. So you can move it around as a little outfit. I'm going to do a whole thing about that. I won't go on a tangent about the holy shift. Because right now it's what? Holy comedy. So this is going to be it when I do the holy comedy show. That's going to be your special ticket for this cohort, for Killer Hot Mom. KillerHotMom.com. Cancel Parasite Demons. We're doing it by laughing, and I'm doing a comedy show. That's what I need to laugh. Change clothes so many times. Because you pee on yourself. You are my soul sister. Listen, I made an outfit for you, okay? And for me and you. You can literally, when you pee yourself laughing, you can just wad it up and like put it like, in your underwear, or like, you can wad it up and then tie a little toga and then move it up here, and you've got like this little dress with like these little short things that is wadded up. You peed on yourself. And it's and you know what? If you did it and then you take it, it comes with a pocket. And you just put all your wadded wet parts in the pocket, and then you cinch it together, and then you've got your pee-pee little bag. And if you're one of those that's drinking it, you can just stop. Listen, these are facts. This is F in the life. This is putting the life in the, putting the F in the lie. Stop lying, you're peeing. Stop lying. He's drinking it. What? Puddles. Same, girl, same. When was the first time you peed in public on the floor? When I was 14. What's wrong with you? What isn't? Oh my God. Peeing on yourself. Listen, I survived laughing too. I survived laughing, peeing on yourself. I got the worst beating of my whole life for laughing. And probably peeing. And listen, it was to Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. Me and my sister were in the back of the van, the child molester van, with the mattress and all the toys, like all the little, because my dad filled the little, or my father is the holy one, the monad. I am monad. I ain't playing with y'all. Listen, that human person that was my child, he was not mine. He is his own story. God love him. I love everybody. Listen. And the priest says, but stop raping kids. Listen. Including, those kids too. Don't do it, you weirdo facins. Ugh. What are you doing? Why? Nasty. Oh, wait, I know why. Because we fell out of the pleroma. I get it. Okay. So, listen. We are the light. Okay. We're going to laugh our way through the nonsense. That one time on the Ferris wheel. Exactly. And you're going to listen. You're going to pee so, you're going to laugh so hard you're going to pee. Because it's true. This is true. And you're going to shut the fuck up. Right? Oh my God. And clean yourself up and behave. And do some comedy. Ready? My friend went off chasing the monad and fell off the range. What? Oh my God. Whew. My comments are real. God, that's good. That's the good thing. That's the goodness. Oh shit. Where were we? I said the ones that were taken out. I am so about it. That is so crazy. That is so wild. Holy shit. Trying to get the ship that's in the clouds. Yeah. Listen, heaven is on earth. Check, please. This is the end of the story. The creepy weirdo. Not yet, that's nice. Check, please. What? Oh, yeah. I invite you to read the ones that the monks found, or the farmer found that the monks left and saved and hid. And we're so grateful that you finally, 2,000 years later, took you a minute. So how are you going to use all of the traumas that you've experienced and flip it into funny? As if you went through those things in order to do just that. What? Think about it. If the child abuse that you went through and the things that you witnessed, you needed to go through that so that you saw the pathway out/in. You saw how it works, right? And then you're educated in a different kind of way, not indoctrinated, educated. You've been a conscious observer of things in your life. And you use it as my butchel. Listen, I got 2 of these, okay? I got 2. One for me and one for you. We're going to have a good old time. Okay? I also have a unicycle. I can go 3 turns on my unicycle. I can't see shit. And I also have one eye is kind of going off to the side. Oh my God. Changing, we need to stop. Quite literally, over the years, on all the stages I've been in, all the people that have loved me, they've literally said, I want Angela Shelton diapers and I want a bobblehead. I haven't done it yet. I will. We'll do a bobblehead. Listen, don't spend the money on that. You crazy? Although we are in heaven on earth and nothing's going to happen. And it's going to stay exactly the same. We're just going to eradicate all of them. Those buildings that they destroyed, nature's going to take them back. And we're going to frolic and dance and have the best time outside. I mean, we are. It's what's happening. And fasting is great, y'all. Fasting is great. Fasting is real. Fasting is the way to do it anyways. Fasting and also breatharians. You remember that time when you were a breatharian and you killed all the worms in your body? Oh my God. And then you ascended and like had the most incredible laughter and great ass time. Yeah. Flower is fasting and party. Yeah, F words. Life with all the F words. Here we are. And here's the cartoon act of life with all the F words where you're on here too. It's me and you, and we're doing a skit. What are we doing? It's like life. It's like our Saturday Night Live skit. This is what we're doing. And then when I come to your house, we film it. Yeah, and this is our TV show. Life with all the F words. I'm coming to your house. Oh, and also there's a rare human. A rare human is a legit movie. I wrote the movie. We're just making the movie in a totally different way. It's more documentary style. Do you know what I mean? I love Lamp. I had a company called Lamp Ladies with my daughter. We did that too. Oh my God, what have you not done? There's not much I haven't done. In fact, I've been to all corners of the world. It's crazy. Want to watch it today? Oh, what do you want to watch? Which one do you want to watch? My movie? Documentary? That's interesting. That's like a what? My boxing movie is my favorite. I love it so much. That's just such a beautiful story. Love it. And my golf comedy, which is around here somewhere. Here it is. I'm rearranging this whole place. Look it. Ready? It's going to be backwards for you, but you can see me heavier. Are you ready? Look at me now. Look at me now. You haven't seen The Hammer? Oh, it's so good. Watch it with a dude. Men love that movie. Men love that movie. I love that movie. Oh, that's so good. Now this one, really? The Hammer and Heart Baby. It's the same. Heart Baby originally. Heart Baby is The Hammer. And then this, ready? Are you ready? Here it goes. Ready? Look, this is Eagle and the Albatross. Amber Lou, K-pop star. Dan Lauria from Wonder Years. If you like the Wonder Years show, he's great. He's a freaking great actor. He's great. He's a great golfer too. And Amber Lou is precious. Oh my Lord. She's delightful. Love working with her. She's amazing. This was her first acting experience. It was incredible. And here's yours truly. That's Tracy. She knows what she wants and she likes it. She likes you too. Look at her. Look at her. She's the winner chicken dinner. Until Amber Lou comes along. Jim in. Oh my God, my daughter was 3 years old when I shot that. She's actually in the movie. I put her in the scene. She's so cute. And she's so stinking cute, oh my God. And she's behind the actress in the scene. And I was going to do a close-up of her. I was like, okay, look, can we do your close-up? And I'll just go like a cut to an extra, like watching the scene or something. And she goes, no, I'm done with this. Good job. Good job. So stinking cute. Oh my God. Okay. Now, Songbird, where are you in the world? And we're at 10 o'clock. I think I need to put some music on and actually clean this place. Do I do it live? Seriously. It's like I tell stories. And then so many stories. Oh my God. I have an actual list. I do have a list of all the stories that I tell in my show at your house. So the show was called Pricked originally, because it's like all about being pricked, like literally. And my daughter was like, that's not called Pricked. She doesn't even know. I feel like she knows it on an intuitive level. She doesn't know really what it's all about. She goes, that show's not called Pricked. It's called The Holy Fucking Shit Show. I'm like, yeah, for the holy fucking shift. So the outfit is called the Holy Shift, like, but holy with a W. So it's holy because it's a whole one piece of your own self to represent what you go through with me and all the workshops and work I do. Like it's something for you to tangibly have that's yours, that you can do in whatever way, shape, or form you want. And it is magical because it's so simple. It's just like getting out of this nightmare of these creepy weirdos. It's laughter, joy, and high frequency. In the outfit, the Holy Shift, it's a one piece. It's one piece. It's a redneck got a hold of a sari and put a bunch of holes in it and made it really useful, extra useful. And it comes with a rope and a bag, a pocket with a secret zipper. That's me. I'm your secret zipper with your secret little, like, oh, I have this pouch and this and this and this can do anything. It can do anything. You have anything. You can do anything you want. You can put the rope that it comes with through every single hole. It takes 7 minutes, and so does smoking a cigarette. And it takes 7 minutes to do a 7-minute void meditation, where you stare into the void or stare at an object and tell yourself that object is not the object. Stop naming what the object is. Like, stop and literally, like, start playing with your focus of your eyes too, as go long play, go short, and go like to where it'll be like out of focus. It's also just exercises you can do to help you on all the layers that happens when you start doing cleansing creepy weirdos, right? And so you take the rope and you put it through all the holes and it makes a bag. And you cinch it all the bag and you wrap it up. And then you get to totally like goo eye out on the hot dudes who know about the ropes and stuff. That's where I come in. I'm like, at Sacred Circus, you just have all these awesome people that teach you all this stuff, you know? So like, here's your bag. Now, how are you going to make your rope? Well, I don't know. So you're going to go over there and you're going to learn how to make the rope. And then you're going to learn how to make like a thing with your bag. And then you do it. You do your own thing. I love to watch a candle up close. Nice. That's good. And then you take it just like your life. Like you could, just like your life, this outfit that I created, Holy Shift, which it probably should come somehow with I'll put it in the school. Like why, how, where, that thing is so cool. I used it a lot at Grassroots. It's totally perfect for festivals and for traveling because it doesn't really wrinkle. It goes in and the whole thing rolls up into the bag. And then you can use the rope to make that bag a little bag, a big bag, or you can make it an outfit and then have the little pocket as the belt and the little cincher and the little bag. It's super cute. Yes, you'd wear it all the time. And then in the wintertime, it's an amazing thick scarf. It's double bamboo because I ain't playing. And I did bamboo because parasites don't like it. And so it's black on black and it's double bamboo, like double cashmere. It has that, like, it's so soft. It feels so good. It's very sexy. And then it's origami for the body. So the little pouch comes with all these little trinkets, like all these different, because I want you to try it out and tell me what you like the most, which is all the little fasteners. Really, my favorite is just a simple carabiner. That's my absolute favorite. And so I want to know from you. So I sent a bunch of them. And then you origami for the body. And you just like, the key is you cinch it once around either your waist or your neck or your shoulder. Like you take it and you like, whoop, and you fasten it like you would a towel, like you're wrapping a towel around you. You just have little holes and you're like, clip. Okay, so now you have this thing. And you take the next piece and you do whatever the hell you want. And like literally you can like do whatever you want. And then it becomes like, oh. That's also why I got mannequins. I found mannequins for really cheap on Facebook Marketplace. And I play around with it because you can come up with more things with it on somebody else sometimes than yourself. Or if you're doing it yourself, it's fun with a partner because they can help you put it together. If you're by yourself like me most of the time, you get yourself in these little predicaments. You're like, all right, hold on. And then I'm going to do this. Or you match it like this. Yes, it will hold the celery. It's exactly the point. So like you're walking around your holy shift, and then I literally have the celery sticking out of my pocket. I can't believe I don't have celery on me right now. Where is my celery? Y'all bought a celery today, so we have another celery soldier. I should bing, boom! We have another celery soldier having a holy shift. Holy shift! This is story time. Story time Thursday night, 8 to 10. It's 10 o'clock, y'all, and now I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. It's like, what do you eat when you don't feed parasites? Stop judging yourself. First of all, I'm gonna have some kombucha, because honestly, there are times when you're like, fuck it, I'm eating chocolate peanut butter ice cream, and then I'm gonna have a wormwood tea, and I'm gonna follow it up with something I made out of black walnut, and then I'm gonna have some clove ice cream. It's like eat clean and not clean air. Exactly. It's like, wait, is that true? Yeah, it's true. It's wild, isn't it? High colonics are a thing. Katie, the high colonic lady, put a high colonic thing in my bathroom. I have the whole kit to do a high colonic on myself. What? Have I done it? No. I tried. I can do the enema. I'll do it later, privately. But I could do that by myself, and that's pretty fun. But the whole thing, I need another lesson with her. I think I'm gonna have her special help me out. I think with a podcast. I think that we're gonna do that because I'm like, help me. I'm not gonna shoot below the waist, that kind of thing. But just help me. What? Tell me that again. Tell me how you do it again. I want to live like this. Yes. Yeah, you can. So it's Katie. She will teach you how to do it. And so I'm going to have her teach me how to do it and film it. So then you have it too. You see me? So, and she's awesome. But she was coming to our, the next one, Sacred Circus, but her cat is really sick. So she's in her, she's mourning her pussy, y'all. Let's mourn the pussy. Let's mourn the pussy. The pussy. You know what? I had a really great friend of mine. I just love this lady. I just met her and we became such good friends one time. She was so badass, but she was married to a serial killer. Oh my God, I'm glad we don't talk anymore. Oh my God. Anywho, bye. But she was the coolest hell. And after she was not married to the serial killer, she was, so you don't really want to be friends with her, you know what I mean? It's a little crazy. Anyway, that's crazy. And she was single and really upset that she was single. Seriously. And she was with these cheating, she was the lady that the cheat guy was cheating on his wife and going with her kind of thing, and she was really wanting a boyfriend, and she was single but she wanted a boyfriend, la la la. And I opened my big mouth. It's me and my big old Sagittarius, double Sagittarius, Scorpio, freaking Cancer. I can't help it. Yes, I can. I came in with all these tools. I just say it. It just comes out of my mouth. And I was like, well, you know why you're single? You're single because you have 18 cats. It's facts. If you didn't have so much pussy, you'd get some loving on your pussy. Am I right? So I was like, she got mad. And then the next time I saw her, she goes, you know what? My rising sign is Cancer. Crab. Like my mom. God, he always brings something with your mama. Live your truth. My truth is I ain't even playing. I love my mom, but listen, if you're going to still be upset about your mama into your like way late, listen, they made a play on those baby boomers. They played them so hard. Literally. They played them with the television. Vision. Channeling. Programs. The programming. La la. And the fear. The fear. It's literally the fear mongering. Oh my God. Listen. They have nasty things out there. The nastiest. And you know what slays it instantly is laughter. It's the actual pure joy of the children that is the actual antidote of what they're doing to the children. Right? It's literally, it's laughter. It's literally laughter, joy, and it's flipping it. So as people like myself who have been through the worst of the worst and also witnessed the worst of the worst and seen it, and many times, y'all, I've heard so many stories at this point. I'm like, I laid my own personal story down a long time ago. I'm like, I carry. No, I don't carry. I respect. And I'm like, I'm listening. And I'm doing what I can in this particular chapter of this story by living my best life and leading you and me both, because we're the same, rising us out of this in the most fun ways, because we're not going anywhere. We're ascending because we already did it. Because we're just like being. So guess what? Yeah, guess what? we have experienced the ultimate giggle fart. That's funny. I love them so much they need a giggle fart. Back to the worst beating I ever got. Ready? The story? Ready for a story? The worst beating I ever got. The worst beating I ever got was for laughing. I was 8 years old and my sister was 10, and we were in the back of the van laughing while my child abuser dad, who was the candy man, we were in the van that has the mattress in the back, and my dad was the one that, or my biological human vessel that I came in through here with. And he filled up the candy machines in the front of supermarkets. So it was my whole childhood was all of that stuff. I had all the little trolls with the funky hair, the big bubble gums, the jawbreakers, all the stuff that is in the front of the grocery store. That was my dad. That was his job. He filled those. He had a van full of all of those boxes of stuff and a mattress in the back. And he also had an arcade. He also was the candy man I think he might have even had did he have an ice cream truck? I mean, did he really? He was a counselor at the boys' juvenile delinquent home. And convenient. And anywho, we were in the back of his van, me and my stepsister. He left my mom for her best friend who had 2 kids. Convenient. So that's how I got a brother and sister. I'm the only child, and I'm the youngest, and I'm the only child of 9 marriages. I'm the only child of 9 marriages, y'all. They had me, and they were like, oh my God. Anywho, thank y'all. I look like my daddy. He looked like Elvis. He was a handsome man, but he was a dick. And I don't know how I'm so kind, because my mother is my dad, both of them. I'm like, what? I learned what not to do. Thank you. Bye. Just like and My mother is delightfully entertaining. Good luck. Seriously. Oh my God. And so we were in the back of my dad's van, who'd married my mom's best friend, who had 2 kids. And I now have a sister and a brother. I'm in the back with my sister, right? In the van, like rolling around, on the mattress with all the toys, right? And here he's got, this is where it's us. And there's my dad up front. He looks like a Elvis, the fat version Elvis. And the radio came on. The radio came, it was the 70s. The radio came on, Lady. Kenny Rogers, big deal. Lady, you're my knight in shining armor, and I love you. And listen, my daddy was a big old fat man, and he's Elvis. He looks like a fat version of Elvis. And he was married to an itty bitty little, she looked like a girl, a little flat chested girl. No, yes. So my stepmom was an itty bitty little thing. And so was my stepsister, who was the target. Got it? So we're traveling around, and we've already seen them. Our Christmas vacations, our summer vacations were at nudist colonies, like where he would parade everybody around naked and that's why I'm like, you ain't touching me. Don't even get out of me. Right? So my sister and I were watching my dad sing Lady, knowing the full story, and also, Lady, you're my knight in I'm your knight in shining armor. What? She left her husband for you. Listen, the whole thing was just silly. And me and my sister started giggling. And when you have 2 little kids giggling, like you and me, we're just giggling. And she was giggling and I was giggling. And he was like, y'all be quiet back here. Y'all be quiet back here. This is my favorite song. I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. Ain't nothing knight in shining armor about him. Nothing at all. And we're laughing. And we could not stop laughing. We could not stop laughing at the fact that my dad was not the knight in shining armor. And then we started giggling, and just like giggling, we were giggling about other things. And literally my dad drove so fast home. Really? I love you. So he drove so fast home to beat the living shit out of us. I'm telling you, it was the worst one. It was the bare butt over bare butt over a waterbed. Okay, waterbed. Get your clothes off. Get your sheet bent down, whatever. And here I am, naked, ass bare, getting a belt, shabam, right? As you're on a waterbed. And me and my sister are still, because I'm like, I'm your knight in shining armor. Yeah, that was the worst beating I ever got. It was over laughing. The second worst beating I ever got, which is telling. I tell you this because it's like looking at it like a puzzle piece. And you're like, huh. Well, the worst things that oh no, I love you, Angela, right? Like the worst things that you've been through are puzzle pieces. Think about it. Think about the puzzle, though. You're like, huh, what were you doing? Why were you stopped? Why were you silenced? Why did the dude who was like the yelly, crazy shit, what did it trigger in you? What did it mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just think about that. So the worst beating I ever got was for laughing. So y'all, I hear that now, and I'm like, you better get to laughing. You better get to it. And then my second worst was in church, going to church with my grandma, and up top at the front, the typical little shit preacher liar, little nasty, is up there, giving his whole little, and he's like, And you have to come here. You have to go through me. You have to come here and you have to love the Lord. And you have to go through me right here, right now. You have to be with us and with Jesus and just here right now. You have to come up and be with me to get to God. And I stood up on the pew. I was 8 years old. And I put my hand on my head, just like this, like every Shelton woman does in the whole lineage of my human genealogy in this life. It's this. The Sheltons are like, what'd you say? And women, you do not fuck with the Shelton women unless it's my mama, because she's a weak one. But sometimes she has it, but she just got beaten down too much, and she never stood up for herself. I cursed my grandmother out when I was 8 years old for beating us, and I said she never hit me again. And this is the time that she did beat me. Okay, so I stood up. I was 8. This is before I cursed her out. I stood up and when the preacher was like, you have to go through me. You have to go through me. Oh, I stood up and cocked my hip just like this. And I go, no! I stand by my decision. I stand by my behavior. I stand by my laughter. I stand by my no! My dad swung me around by my hair against the wall for bending someone's ring as a child. I'm so glad you laugh. It's helping me. Oh, child, listen. So, wow. Swung you around by the hair? Damn. Well, good job. Rings. Wow. What's up with the ring? Don't touch the ring. Hey, actually, with the old Gospels, the ones that they took out of the Bible they took out of the book that they call the Bible, but it's missing some pieces. That one. In some of the pages of what they took out, it says in there that gold and silver and iron and metal is brought here to tantalize. I'm paraphrasing. Tantalize the women and keeping them locked in aging. What? And being dissatisfied and longing and perishing and not knowing the true God. What? Yeah, exactly. What? So your daddy pulling your hair away from that ring could be your real daddy. Like your daddy pulling you away from the tantalizing demon of the ring. You see what I'm saying? That's EMDR too, by the way. There's EMDR therapy that I just gave you. You could do it like instantaneously. Don't have to go for 25 years talking to some worm but EMDR is a way that they access both sides of your brain. They might like touch you. They might like do this kind of stuff. Like you're going to touch. Or you sound. You do sound like you're accessing both sides. Like you do. It's either sound, touch, or you're like looking. Or you're doing all three and you make a lot of friends. You're like, here I am. And you remember the story of like whatever it was. Like, it was the horrible thing and it was la 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 la. You tell the story and then you do this. Like go and access both sides of your brain. And you retell it or re-say it or rethink it or all of the above in a way that you win. Easy. It's a movie anyway. Might as well make it up. So, yeah. So it's like, that's a glory be to you. Congratulations. You were pulled away from the, oh, I love that because I have issues of shaky head from sound. Yeah, probably because of post-traumatic stress disorder and being flung around. And, probably when I ain't no nurse. I'm a comedian. Okay? But probably when you're dancing around sometime and you're just like, whoa, you're going to do like a thing and you're going to knock yourself back. You're going to knock yourself into clarity. Did you see that? What the hell? So happy. You're going to knock yourself into so happy. Did you see it? You can't unsee it. What was... This is a so happy. My mama bought this for me. He's my daddy. He's my daddy. He gives me all the money. She's like, honey, I wasn't able to give you a good dad. So here you go. It was so funny. She's got such a good sense of humor. So this is my daddy. And he gives me all the money. I just had to say, Daddy, can I have some money? I love it. I don't even need money anymore. I've got so much money. I call gifts happies. Oh, wow. So this is just great. So listen, I was just telling you that you're going to dance. Like, I just see it. I just had a vision of you like, woo! And then you're going to knock yourself back into clarity. And then from whatever happened, and then that thing fell off. Did you see that? What? Are you just here to remind us to say, be so happy? So happy. You know what happened today? That was wild. Today I was standing, looking out the window, and I was just contemplating. I was standing, because I do standing meditations, more like, than like laying. I do laying down or standing or walking is my favorite. I get my most like, when I'm standing, raised up with my chin up a little bit. That's like it's a better way for me to do that. Have fun at the dance fest, right? Right? So you're dance festing and then you're just like, snap yourself out of it. So, I'm in it. Yeah, that's what we're doing. You know, I'm starting the dance floors. I start the dance floors, right? That's what I do. If you've never seen it, you will. And if you have seen it, you're happy. So happy. That is the best. Oh my God, that is just the best. And where'd I go? I just went off on a dance fest, really. Because ultimately, it really is us dancing. It is us dancing and elevating the fun. It really is. It's like, and one time, actually, I was dancing, and I went off on a tangent, I know, but this is the fun show. This is FUN, Life with all the F words. Instead of Saturday Night Live, it's FUN. You get it? You got it. FUN. FUN. Anyway, it's layered. Like him. With money. It's my rich daddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where was I? I got distracted by dancing. So fun, yeah. FUN is the news network of the comedy show. So the variety show is just like Saturday Night Live. It has like little commercials and stuff and news. And now FUN, the fun network, the FUN. Anyway, yeah. So you have the like newscasts of today. Dragons were discovered. They're really big. Anyway, stay back. Come back later for a visit from Mr. Potato Head. That kind of thing. So today what are we gonna do with our cohort? Today we're gonna address the 8-incher. You thought you knew what I was talking about. Yeah, I know you miss him. We're talking about a different 8-incher. He's thinner and he's long, he's black. And he's in a little shell. Squiggly white shell. Oh. Anyway, it's not a horror movie. We're doing a don't swallow glass. And tonight we let go of an 8-incher. A slender bean. Tonight you will be faced with the opportunity to marry a man with a 2-inch wiener for $33 million. Or go on the road to talk to survivors who got... Which one sounds like more fun? Is $33 million not enough? No, listen. You know when it's so small and you have to do sympathy anal? Is this too late of a show? Now a smooth move. Stop. This is going to turn into a comedy show. I'm going to have to fast and not eat because I'm laughing so hard. Oh my God. You're saving my life with the comedy. This is a practice, Cassia. This is our practice for the comedy show hour. Thursday nights, 8 to 10. F words. Life with all the F words. It's for real, ferocious family. When your family is freaky, and feral. Listen, my family's feral. Did you ever seen that show, Naked and Afraid? Yeah, I know it. You have, because you're nasty. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stop. Have you ever seen Naked and Afraid? Say yes. Listen, did you see that show? Did any of the 7 of you in here? This is like one of those slow nights. And you're like, hey, y'all. So, I don't date anymore because men cry. I make men cry. Oh, God. Okay, you saw Naked and Afraid. The very first episode where she got the turtle and she burnt the place down and then the guy was a fucking dick. That is my cousin. She was this in my arms. That is my cousin. She for my wedding, she killed a deer and made a dress and shoes out of it. Okay? My family are like legit like survivors. They make fun of me because I cannot hock a loogie. Still can't. So yes. So that's my cousin. So you laughing? That's Kimmy Shelton. That's my baby cut. This is her. She's a little redhead, a little cutie. That's not her, but I knew her whole entire life, and went to her wedding. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. I love it. So, yeah, that's my family. That's my family. So she creative. They are. I mean, that's also why I'm barefoot, because when I'm also barefoot, my kid is like, "You're always barefoot." I'm like, "Be like Kimmy." Be like Kimmy. She's a wilderness expert. She's a genius. I love that kid. But all of them are. They're all beautiful, and they could kill you with like a second. You'd be like dead and skinned. So you're safe. Yeah, you're safe around the Sheltons. There's the southern side, and then the up in the north rednecks, like up in way tall, up in like Michigan, like up there way up in the mountains, when they're like ice fishing and stuff. It's awesome. I love that. Dang, that's awesome. I felt like I was with my people now. Freaking no. We could, yeah. So like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm very like, I respect, I wish I was that tough. For real. So I lived in Paris, like the real Paris, not Paris, Texas. You know, I have been in all, my uncle was like, "Oh, you modeling? You know Cindy Crawford yet? You tell her I love her." I did work with Cindy Crawford. I did a show or a model shoot for Cosmopolitan, I think it was, with Cindy Crawford, and I did get to meet her. And then I saw her, but that was before my uncle said that. He was just like, he said it because I had. And then way later, ew, yuck. I just realized where I was. Ugh. In Malibu. And it was an event for a certain someone. Ew. Anyway, I've been to Paris. I love Paris. It's intense. Like it's a lot of it's changed, you know. Careful what you do with your country, you know. Actually, what you do with your freaking parasites. Honestly, yuck. Paris. You want to hear one of my most favorite memories of Paris is steak tartare. Oh, I'm not gonna lie about it. In the summertime, lots of fun. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Taking your bike around, like living in Paris was outstanding. It was a great experience, and I fell in love with Jason Lewis. We had the most amazing, like most beautiful love stories. So sweet. I love it. That guy was amazing, y'all. Country, yeah. You know, did you ever see Sex in the City? Jason Lewis, the cleft chin. He was like the Smith. I think his name was Smith. He was the, younger lover to what's-her-face. You want to go there and paint? Nice. Yeah, that's where to go. So long ago. 2009. Wow. Yeah, I went there way before that. I lived there a long time ago. And also Italy. And it was so great. Anyway, Au Gamin de Paris is my favorite restaurant. in the 5th arrondissement. Au Gamin de Paris. The duck with the fig and then the pistachio ice cream with the fresh raspberries. Come on, let's go. Let's go right now. So good. Yeah. Cutie patootie. Oh, ha ha ha, that's funny. I was thinking you're speaking French. Want to hear something funny? That I need to be in Venice. Venice. Well, you better go. Better go. Because it's stinking. I've been to Venice. It's stinky. Don't go in the summertime. Like August. No, don't do that. Go another time when they're there. Everybody in Europe leaves in August, and then all the tourists come in and litter. It's like, what? I mean, you don't see that stuff until you like live there and see the transitions, and you're like, what? Y'all are littering. My documentary quite literally ends with a sign that says, please do not litter. Because littering sums you up on so many levels, and people are littering their emotions. They're littering their, not anymore, not around us. We pick up litter, and we do not litter, and we create beautiful environments that are not litter. No. Like, the litter sums up so much. You know who was a litterer? It's the worst. Littering was my dad. Not my dad, my bio dad. The dad, the thing, the candy man. And God love him. May he find peace and whatever, get out of his parasite trap. There's some people that are so far deep in it. It is quite literally a waste of your light time, honestly, even looking at it. And that's a whole damn lie too, that they say like, oh, honor thy mother and father and focus all your energy on that. And like, don't, you have to go back and save everybody. No. That is actually another trap. Lie. It's like you got to get your own self out and then just be. It's actually that easy. That's why they hide it and they make it a secret, because it's so easy. And I have such a big mouth. And you know what? I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore. They try to get me with money, and I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm like, it's fun to have money because I like food. But then when you see, you're like, wait a second, we should actually, hold on a minute. What are you actually eating? And what's it actually doing to you? And how long is it going to take to get it out of you? I mean, you have your high colonics and all that stuff, and you have the enemas. Dare me to lay on the floor, because I'm going to do it tomorrow, probably. And like, I'll be like, hey, you want to meet for a coffee? In your butt? And be sitting there, and sorry, not sorry, exactly. You had to say sorry to chronic pain to my parents today. Seriously. Sorry to chronic pain. Seriously, be a banana. I'm telling you. Be a banana, and also see that whipping him around. They whipped you around with your head, by your neck, by your hair. Congratulations. Congratulations, my child. You were kept away from that ring. You were taught a lesson. You were whipped around. You know what? We have to get out of here with a spiral anyway. You could have just been like, whoo, you whipped you around with a spiral. Wow. Okay. And you know what? Also, I've heard so many stories about those who are violated violently in their parts. And then they like separate their emotions from their, their parts, ladies and fellas and whatever the parts. They separate it. So like it's like two different lives, right? It's all easy. It's easier done than said. It's easier done than said. It's really long now. Thank you. What's really long? Your orgasms? Really? Congratulations. I'm so happy. The separation has been intentional so that you'll stay in the trauma and keep repeating the sayings in your brain and in your mouth to keep feeding the nasties. Oh, your hair's really long. Oh, yeah. My hair's long, too. Yeah. So you're like, wait, it's a play on us to stay in the trauma and then all in our little boxes and then to keep being traumatized by all the creepy weirdos with the sexual abuse. So many men, too, have been through this horrible abuses, right? I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm always circling back to it. Because I started this whole conversation with how do we switch the child sexual abuse, and whatever, it doesn't have to be sexual. The traumas, like switch it, like you flip it. It's an F word. Flip the, what's the F word for pain? What is that? Flip the into something that's funny and for real and fabulous, and because it's frequency. You flip it to flip the frequency, because it is that easy. It's that easy. It's laughter, joy, and the frequency, and your sentence is your sentence. That's how he got out of here. Or he, they, it's, all, ascensions. You hear it too about like these meditating monks that like live on, the breatharians, and they get into their light beings. And I really don't think that we all super need to be like, oh my God, we're going to be like, thank you for the long hair, daddy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Feelings. Oh, good F word. Thank you. Winner. Feelings. Oh my God. Flip the feelings into, because the feelings are a trap too, of like, oh, my feelings. I was in my feelings for honestly 4 years over the best dick I've ever seen in my life. Just say things out of my mouth. I used to dance at a club and definitely experienced sexual assault on the regular. Wow. Separate emotions happen. Wow. That's a sentence, huh? Isn't that funny? It's funny because when people talk to people like that, they hear your story. Have you ever heard like, oh, wow. Oh my God, that happened to you? And you're like, oh, that was Tuesday. That was just Tuesday. Then there was the other time. And then there was like last week. And then there was this morning. And you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Makes you very vulnerable to substance abuse. Yeah. And, not instead of, but, and think about it this way. Your energy in your core is another line of your energy of your heart. And when you get the breath going, connected to your spinal fluid, that's the whole breath and holding your breath, and orgasm, and you start taking it back and healing it and going up and down. We can go all into this. I will go all in. I'm going to do a whole section on this in our cohort because it's connected. Is your parts connected? Getting it all connected again. And doing it with yourself. You don't have to worry about doing it. And I'm not talking about batteries either. No batteries. Like you're doing it with yourself with your breath work and nature. And being grounded and like just getting back into the gut. And getting back if you've been there. If you've been there, then what the hell are you getting back for? You stay there. And if you've never experienced it, getting to the place of orgasmic titillation, elevation, next level meditation that is so connected, that it is vibratory. You feel it when you're in dance move grooves. You feel it when you're making music, when you're grooving. If you get to that place that is, you forget about time and space, and you're like, it becomes the tingly. Now mix that with body sensation and think, if you've had the big O at any point, right? Not sure what you started this live. I popped in. Yeah, I started a long time ago. I started at like 8:00. And I'll listen. I'll come to it. I'm coming to it. Because this is my pontification about how we flip the traumas, right? So you flip it, and when you let me hold on. I'm seeing your comments, but I look up so I'm not like distracted by it. I can finish my thought. Is when you feel like, when you've had the orgasm, if you have had, and many times people have had the orgasms when they were abused or by their dad or mom or something, like, so it's like, what? And there was an association with the big O that turned bad and dangerous, and so that you lock yourself off, or you feel the shame. It's the shame. It's the parasites and the demons and all the little nasties and also the perpetrators that are organized live underneath the blanket of shame. And that's how they keep people quiet. It's literally shame. And when all of us just come out and just be like, hey, me too, me too, me too, me too. If everybody like walked out of their house right now and was just like, ha, it would be all of us. If everyone who's ever had anything or knows somebody who's been through that horrible, horrible, deviant despair behavior, it is everybody. Hello? Okay, maybe like, oh, sorry, like 99, 98, oh, 99. Is it 99? It's just, it's so old. This is so ancient. Peace all, peace. Is that a gnome on him? Yes. This is my daddy. It's my daddy's my rich daddy. And he's funny. And I'm finishing a story, and I'm about to sum it up, and I love you, of how can you take the worst traumas you've ever experienced, I'm talking the worst, the child abuse stuff, and flip it into a profound play so that you are living as the child again with the joy and the laughter and the frequency. That it's like, wow. And think about it. How can you flip it? And so we just did it tonight. It was amazing. It's a great example. And then also with the child abuse in general, like flipping the con and the lie. There's so many layers of lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. And they're keeping the secrets under shame. So if we just remove the shame, that's why I am so open about my life and how I'm open about my stories. I'm like, I'll talk to you about hey, you ever got diddled by your daddy or your brother? You can't remember which one it was, but you got an itch because of it and something that stings a little bit. Hey, listen, I made this oil that I used it on mine and it never came back. It's weird. When you had memories, like body memories and in your butthole, because things happened there at daycare or whatever, the stories I've heard, you know what I'm saying? The oil is intentionalized to remove the trigger trauma tentacles to the chronic pain attached with that. You got it? That's why I made my oil. That's why I made this. And because to flip it, to make it completely different. Like, think, okay, you're sad about whatever. You're sad about or brokenhearted about blank, right? Blankety blank. And it doesn't matter. You don't need the story. It just needs like, what's going on? What is it? Is it you're stuck? You're like, whatever? Like you're not doing what you really are called to do? You know the answer to your question already. You already know the question. You already know the question. You already know the answer to your question. And yes, I am late. I'm late. I'm going to go for like 15 more minutes. I love you to death. You're amazing. I love you so much. One has beaten you, my darling, but I love you. Feelings too fun. Yes, we're talking about feelings. We're talking about F words. We have a variety show. You're welcome to join. It's a variety show called Life with All the F Words because we're in a lie. And the best way to, life is just a lie and without the F, right? So you got to put the F in there. That was the best comment, second best comment that I ever received. My friend in New Jersey, she was like, Lavelle, she goes, you put the F back into my life because it was not fun. And you put the F back into my life. And because before that it was just a lie. And I was like, oh my God, that's a variety show. It sums it up. So we're summing it up right now. We've been on a discussion of my pontification. This is my filibuster. This is my F word. My filibuster is we can take the worst traumas ever, CSA, right? That's the worst one. The horrible things that happen to children, that's right in our face, and flip it. And we, the survivors, that we all are survivors in some way, shape, or form. Or you've had the crazy ex that made your life hell, and they're a survivor, and you're a victim indirectly. Like I was an indirect victim of Madoff. You remember Madoff? who made off with everybody's money. Well, that's why I lost my house, was Madoff. That's actually what put me in a wheelchair, because I was in so much pain and so much rage. And this is, long story short, I discovered, oh, I was mad about the Madoff thing. Yeah, I'm one of Madoff's victims, indirectly, because I had an investor who invested in Madoff. And when the Madoff thing got revealed, the investor, so my deal was dead, literally. And it completely, it shifted my entire life. That's like, so the ramifications of our behavior affect everything you do, affects everything else, including if you do nothing. So everything we do together, we raise our frequency, which is what I'm constantly talking about. We raise our frequency. I'm going to do things right in the open with you so I can hide in plain sight. And we raise our frequency. And the freaks, by living heaven on earth, because heaven is on earth. And they literally, the creepy weirdos, nasties, literally cannot do anything to you. They have to get you to do it to yourself. And we have been very successful at that, doing the bad things to ourselves. And I'm like, once I realized your sentence is your sentence. And I lost, and it's fine. I'm fine. F words. I lost the biggest love of my life, honestly, because of my sentence. I talked it into being. I did. I see how I did that now. I talked it into being, and I was like, oh my God. And I was talking shit about money too. And like, when people ask, like, how's your life? I am amazing at like making films and content. I make content for days. I have so much. I'm like, I love it. I'm great at what I do. I love what I do. I love my life. But the two biggest issues that I personally had connected to my child's sexual abuse experiences were in money and love. Now, when I was a kid, we were broke-ass poor, and it was like poverty education. You know how people get indoctrinated with riches and taught? It's like poverty indoctrination until you get educated how to get out of that mindset, right? And I was talking about it and talking shit about it. And I wasn't talking shit anything about my spiritual life and my work, and I love all that. I'm doing great. But the two things that I was not speaking, it was your sentence is your sentence, right? So it was attached to my old trauma, because my self-esteem on my love experience was very small, because I hadn't been really clear and lovely and in love with myself, and in love, being in love, which is frequency, not, oh my God, I love my nails. Not that kind. I love my Fendi bag. Not that kind of in love with yourself. But in love with it, the essence of all things that is in your heart. Be in love with other people because you are the other person. So I just love, like love. That's being in love. That's what I do. That's why animals and babies find me all the time. I love that. That's how I wake up happy. And I say I love you to whoever's there. Hey, Andy Dixon. I'm summing up how we flip it. Perfect example. I'll circle back. Perfect example of like having huge traumas. Andy is who my boxing movie is about. If you haven't seen it, I don't know who you are. If you haven't seen Heart Baby or The Hammer, that's Andy Dixon right there. Hello, sir. We need to get the oil into commissaries. Andy, we need to get this oil into commissaries. We got that request earlier, and I thought about you, and I was like, dude, that's funny. That's perfect timing. I see your name. It has been requested to get this oil into the commissaries of prisons. How do we do that? It's like, we got to contact the commissary commission, whatever. We got to go get butt fucked to get the butt fuck oil so that guys could get their happy stuff to bring their consciousness back and remember who they are, and we'll sneak it in as a butt oil. How about that? So we're flipping child sexual, the worst stuff, flipping it into fun and in profound play so that we raise our frequency out of the freaks. And that is number one. You got to flip it to something fun, and also shut the fuck up. sacred truth, frequency, united. Done are the talking shit, the gossipy, the isms, all the isms, racism, all the shit. There's no racism, y'all. It doesn't exist. We're all humans. It's made up. All that stuff is made up to have a division between the people, the humans, so that the creepy weirdos can have their whole day taking their babies. Okay? So I'm just going to cut to the end of the story. The end of the story with Andy and this movie that is beautiful. You have to see it if you haven't. I don't know who you are. The Hammer. The end of the story is love, y'all. It's love. It's love and loyalty and brotherhood on the highest level. And that is what we're doing with frequency. When you see your brother that you haven't seen, when you are reunited, when you are reunited, you are laughing. It's like you can't even stop. You're like, ah! You feel me? I love it so much. That's the frequency. That's what this does. That's why I made this. The frequency. Yeah, you're going to cry. Yeah, you're going to cry. You know what? In your boxes, in your Hot Mom boxes, in the ones that we're doing the cohort for, because we're doing it all together starting August 8th, I send you a little tear collector. It's a little tear collector. So cry. You're going to cry. It's good. Tears are great. Collect them. It's got a cute little container. It's got a cute little bag. Collect your tears. Keep them. Think about it different. Think about it differently. Sorry, I'm going to use that. Think about the trauma differently. Perhaps the horrible abuse that you experienced perhaps was a roadmap so that you knew the way in and out, so that when you were out, you could turn around and light it all on fire in the most profound ways, right? And then you actually save all of those children by saving yourself with your frequency. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know I'm talking crazy, but my latest movie is a sci-fi movie. Andy Dixon, God love you, is behind my boxing movie. It's so beautiful. It's also a true story. A Rare Human is the latest one. It's a sci-fi movie, and it's a faith sci-fi movie, and you're in it because you already are. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for the tools. Yes! Songbird, that was amazing. That was amazing. I can't wait to see you dancing. And then you're going to do a thing and it's going to tweak you out. It's going to be like, oh, look, that fixed that. Thanks, Dad. Woohoo. One time, I'll leave you with this last story. I got punched in the chest and my rib cage went like this. It went literally this. It went punk. I had a hole in my chest for 10 years. I got punched in the chest when I was 14 in a fight that I didn't fight. I didn't fight. I didn't hit her. She hit me. She literally hauled back and did not punch me in the face. She punched me in the chest, she punched me in the heart. Dude, my biggest beating I ever got was for laughing. Second worst beating was for going, nuh-uh, to a preacher who was done lying to people. Third was I got punched in the heart. I mean, it's all connected. It's like, wow, really? That light is in your heart. And when I was 10 years later, I was dancing to Leonard Skinner. I mean, it wasn't Leonard Skinner, that one. Led Zeppelin. That's not always my go-to. If I could survive with that. So Led Zeppelin came on the radio. It came on the jukebox at this Irish pub in Venice, California. I was 24 years old. And I did this move that you're going to do too, so I can see it. I did this funky move while dancing. And my rib cage popped. And it sounded like a gun. It was so loud. It literally, I did Led Zeppelin, shaboom! And my rib cage popped back into place. And it literally sounded like a gunshot. And I was like, what? It was gone. I didn't have a hole anymore. I had a hole for years. Talking about laying around naked with me. I'd be like, you want to play with my hole? I had literally a hole in my heart from being punched. And it popped back into place from dancing to Led Zeppelin. Do you hear my preaching? I mean, I'm preaching to you now. And so the tour that we're going on, that I'm on already, that I've done already, that we're not doing out in the hoo-hoo, because we're doing it in your own backyard with no shoes and no phone, so that you do that. Yeah. And it's so fun. You're like, oh my God, we eat good food. We get some parasites out of your butt. We took it was a holy fucking shit show. For real. It was a holy fucking shit show that you're like, what? I cried, I laughed, I drank something funny, and then I took a shit and I shit on a worm. I mean, it was the craziest show I've ever been to in my life. And it came with an outfit. And wait, what is happening? Yeah, I know. Welcome to the new ride. and good luck explaining it. This is why I look crazy online, and I really don't care. Because you have to go down you got to go down a little rabbit hole, not wormhole, nasty, to get all of me. And when you get in the back end, in my privates, you get to see what's in my drawers. I was also top 5 on OnlyFans. And no, you don't get to see in those drawers because all of that archive is actually deleted when I found out it feeds parasites. It is all gone. Even my daughter, who's 12, she's like, Mommy, you're so dumb. You should have kept that all and made millions when you were 80. So smart. But I'm like, no, I do not feed nasty, ugly things that are ugly with my body. No. I mean, I have sat on a face or a few that were unfortunate, but I did that because I love you. And you didn't have anybody else to do it. I don't do that anymore either. But I've followed every single, I've done it all. I've been everywhere. And I also slept with that guy and the girl and did that and I did that. I did all that. And I've been on every corner of the world. And I don't have any secrets. And I'm like, listen, I'll tell you anything. And I'll tell you anything. I'll tell you the way out because I have escape routes. Hello! And I also made a prison movie. And I'll tell you why they thwarted that prison movie and why they kept it so silent. And I'll tell you right now, because it's a faith movie and because the trans character died and they called her a character. I was like, it's a true story. How is she a character? It's a true story about the greatest love story I've ever heard in my life. Okay? And it got thwarted because she died and also because she was a Christian and she loved God. Whatever. Squat on the haters, been there, sat on that. See what I mean? You flip it. I loved it. I loved it when that happened. I loved it when I got called out as a racist. That was the funniest one. When she's a racist. And I just thought, you know who I called? I called KB. I called KB in Nashville. He's a bail bondsman. Friend of mine. I called him. I was like, KB, I got to tell you something. I'm a racist. He just started laughing. I was like, I just got called out as a racist. What you think about it? And he just started laughing because it's so dumb. Because people use that shit to attack people. Like people who talk about truth stuff. So that they ban you, cancel you, attack the identity. Because they're attacking the little creepy weirdo worms in you and your gut. So that you'll be like, yeah. And I have to get on a bandwagon. I have to get on a bandwagon because it's attached to my identity and my safety. I mean, it's literally like, it's next level awareness is what I've just been through in my life. And I use my life as my teaching. And I'll tell you anything. I don't have any secrets. And when I found out about the parasites that were connected to CSA, I'm already a comedian. And when I found out that your sentence is your sentence in this perpetrator prison run by organized predators that are also connected with parasites, listen to me now. I am the number one expert in child in this world. And I am literally a superhero. And I was like, nuh-uh, you didn't tell me that. Did you tell me that? You told me that? So I'm going to be funny as hell. I'm going to make it funny. I'm going to make grandma's fart oil. And I went home and I made this on 420, y'all. I made this on 420, which is also hilarious. So smoke a big one and think about this. I made this on 420 to slay, block, kill, nasty. You can get out and not come back in because that's what they do. And to remember who you are, to light your body on a holy, holy fire. This is a black woman who loves Jesus, who cancels all satanic parasites and everything, all surveillance, everything. That she's in this bottle. She's in this bottle, and I lathered myself. I put a garlic clove up my butt. I did a whole thing. I mean, the black woman who lives inside me, who loves Jesus, that I was raised around, that is the reason I have my sense of humor and my strength and all, were the black woman at church. I am just like Elvis. My daddy was like fat Elvis. I'm like Elvis. I got my wiggle in church up front with the black people. That is where I was raised. And so when y'all are just like stupid as hell, and they're like talking like, you're racist. I'm like, you were hired. You were hired by your little MK Ultra stuff. You hired a marketing team to add all your little angry bots on there, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway, but you have a good life. You're selling your soul to the devil. Plural. Because there's 365 demons. What? That's why they changed all the calendars. It used to be 13 months. Anyway, we'll get into that. It's a sci-fi movie. It's called A Rare Human.com. And you can be in it if you want when you get the oil. And we're doing a whole cleanse together. And everybody in that cleanse has the opportunity to also be in the movie when you are willing to share your experiences. Because when you go down this rabbit hole, it's going to lead to a wormhole of laughter. It's laughter, joy, and like the frequency of the highest. And your life might be different. You might quit your job. You might totally elevate your relationship. You might actually connect both sides of yourself from the bottom and start having the best sex you've ever had in your life. You might start looking younger. You might drop a lot of weight. You might have an epiphany and be actually a light being. You might. Or you're going to eat that donut and drink that thing and watch that thing and be sucked upon by an ugly little worm with an ugly face and be put into a little smart suit. You're fine. If you can do whatever you want. I love you, and I'm here to tell you there are more of us than there are of them. They played us for a long time. Both sides are saying the same thing because they're all in it together. They're all organized predators, y'all. But the survivors outnumber them by a gajillion killion pilly. We outnumber them by, it's funny. It's funny. It's like the rednecks won, y'all. Don't take this day from grandma. All we have to do is play. All you have to do is raise your frequency and have more fun. And flip the traumas. Stop talking about it. Stop telling the same story. Your sentence is your sentence. Your sentence is your sentence in this perpetrator prison. It goes both ways. So if your sentence is your sentence, you can also call it out. Listen. Or you can stay in your sentence of like, I'm so lonely, I'm so sad, I'm fat, I don't know what I'm doing. You can say that your sentence is your sentence in this perpetrator prison run by predators who are parasites. You're welcome. That's the plot of the film called A Rare Human that you're in. You can oil it up. I don't have a casting couch. I have a butt oil. If you got fucked over by Hollywood, you rub yourself up with butt oil. And go see my boxing movie. See what I really do, because that's what I do. The golf movie is cute, but that's not anywhere near the boxing movie. For real. Super cute. Adorable. Boxing movie. Mwah. It's chef's kiss. I love it so much. And the heart. It's heart, baby. So it's opening your heart. My oil opens your heart. Go oil up and then go watch my boxing movie and then have the best sex with your lover when you're not looking to have, or you're just going to like be together and be in love and just be there. Be and see what happens when you raise your frequency and have profound play instead of the pain. Watch how the pain goes away when you do profound play. Also, we need this in the commissary of prisons, Andy. Let's get wholesale. Let's get this on the back of a truck in a big old vat And I'll just like, and I'll just ride around. I'll finally have my CDL license, dream. Although I'd like the truck that's a little bit lower than that, so I don't need to deal with the CDL license. I can just have my truck, and I got the welders. I got all the hot men building shit. Oh my God. You're welcome, y'all. Ladies, you're welcome, because I got all the men that are hot as fuck. Ooh, they're so hot. And I'm not playing. Are you kidding me? And listen, no, I love you. I'll pick them out for you. I'll throw them at you. And you can beat yourself up. Look, beat yourself up in better ways. Look at this. This is a lymph node hitter. This is what they did in Asia when they're like this. They're killing worms. Big ones. What? To be continued. I love you so much. You learned a lot tonight. I mean, a lot. I hope you took notes. I love you.